years of my life just because I had faith enough to believe in the change, but I couldn't see.
Oh, that's awesome. I really, really think that's always inspiring to hear. So, just real quick, we'll go around the table and just introduce everybody. So, that was Charles Allen just now.
Yeah, Charles Allen. Love y'all.
What's up, Mario Superstar? Salazar, the standing ovation king.
Yeah, man.
Woo! Another stand, dude. We had an awesome show last night too in Big Spring, and I was bummed out. They didn't give me a standing ovation, bro. I was
I
gonna
thought you
get
earned
one.
it.
I
Yeah,
know.
for real.
This dude is so funny, man. Funniest person I know.
It's just iron sharpens iron, bro. I love working with strong comedians, man. And you guys all were super funny tonight. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys, man. It was
Yeah.
a really fun show, man. All 6 people in the audience. There weren't 6 people in the audience. I kept
No,
I
we
kept
had
I
a
kept
real
lowering it down. It was about a good strong 30, 40, 50 people.
It was
I
like
thought
60. It was like 60.
It was like 75, bro. It was like 82.
Like 7 plus 5.
Yeah.
It was a
It
nice
was about
80,
97.
80 seat crowd.
About 111 people.
Yeah.
You know what? Like I performed in front
About
of
like 240.
I literally performed like in front of 4 people, right? And then tonight I was just like, man, somebody call my dad right now, for real. Like I made it, like for real, man. Thank you.
And that's it.
I'm like, why? I'm like, why you got quiet? That's
Because I
better.
wanted to be proud of you. That's why.
Oh.
And that was Mr. Greg Duran.
Yes, Greg Duran.
Greg
Duran, or like what other Mexicans, Greg Gudon. I gotta go with Duran for the white people, so that way we can like.
You aren't even like, are you familiar with the movie?
I'm hungry like a wolf. Yeah, I'm more family friendly when I'm Greg Duran. For everybody, thank y'all for having me out here.
All right. So Mario, you've been in the comedy game for a while. So, have you had any points in your career where you were like faced with, the option for change and you were just kind of scared to move on, like Charles was talking about?
I was a super young comic, and then I went through some legal troubles, and I was forced to get fired. I was forced out of my regular job, so I was forced to do this full time, and it was a scary leap of faith, but I knew it was gonna have to be my only source of income, and I had probation fees up the yin yang. So I went,
Yang in the thing.
I went full throttle with it, and now when you're saying like it has to be a change, I was still going through that party mode, and pretty much I was for a while, even though I was doing comedy full time, I was just doing comedy to pay my bar time instead of just. And I was just using comedy to party and not that I was not taking it serious, but I guess I wasn't grateful of what that stage is, or what that So I remember it wasn't my rock bottom, but it was an awakening. I saw myself the day after I went on Facebook Live. I'm on Facebook Live right now. Shout out to the 9 people that are watching. That was more people than the show tonight. But I saw myself drunk. Went on Facebook Live and I was really drunk, and I was like, man, I represent my own brand, bro. I represent myself, and like people go to a show to see me do stand up, not get sloppy drunk. They go to hear me tell jokes, and so I didn't like the way I looked. I didn't like the way I was representing myself, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna quit cold turkey, completely sober, man. So I haven't had a drink in 6 years. I'm very proud of that.
Yeah.
And I will
Very proud
say,
of that. You don't drink, right, Greg? I'm sorry to cut you off. You don't drink.
Yeah, I drink.
Oh.
That's what I do right there.
Oh, okay. That's what I do. My bad, bro.
I will say, as Mario's close friend, all comedy aside, the good thing about being friends with another comedian is we get to see each other grow. We get to see each other go through life changes, real life changes. We get to meet each other's families. We get to have real life experiences with each other. And in the last 5 or 6 years, the type of growth that I've seen from Mario, it inspired me. Like every time I see Mario, he doesn't know it, but I feed off of him. and I see a change in him where he's becoming, and you can see it too. His career is growing, his personal life is growing, everything about him, relationship, everything is growing. And when you start out as friends in comedy, and before you know it, y'all become brothers. And to see my brother grow and do the things he's doing and have the type of success he has, it makes me more happy for him than I am for myself. And I know we joke a lot on stage and this and that, but man, I'll take a bullet for this dude. As long as it ain't aimed at me, it's aimed at him. I really,
I'll
no,
take a
but
bullet
seriously,
for him
that's my
too,
bro,
bro.
man.
Not in the chest,
I love this
in
dude.
the shoulder maybe.
Shoulder. Hey, that's what got me in. Shoulder.
That's what got Tupac too.
In the shoulder too?
I don't know. I just wanted to make black people.
Was did Tupac and Selena ever hang out? I know there was a picture going around the internet, but I think that one's like
I
Photoshop.
think that's Photoshop. She didn't.
I
she didn't
did.
look like she fucked
I
a black dude.
do know that Madonna. What'd you say, bro? That what? That you don't
I
think
said
Selena?
She didn't look like. No, I can't say that. It might go somewhere.
Right.
I ain't gonna have nobody coming for me. It was a joke, man. I'm a comedian.
You know who did hook up with Tupac?
Who?
Madonna.
Oh yeah, that's known.
That's known. That's known. I just found out like a few months ago.
Yeah, he picked her up from the nursing
And then
home.
she was Tupac was so gangster about that, bro. He never like said anything. Like apparently he was so. What's Tupac about?
Who do you think Tupac and Madonna? Who do you think got the most clout from that hookup? Tupac or Madonna? Who was the person that was benefiting, or were they benefiting off of each other?
Totally mutual.
I
Because
think
Madonna
Madonna.
is like an icon. She like the white
she got
Michael
the-
Jackson of Karen.
She got the clout in the white circles.
Yeah, she's like the Karen queen, but she's not a Karen.
No, she's not. I don't know.
I don't know if we could talk about it, but Jada Pinkett Smith went out with Tupac.
You ain't finna get me.
Nah,
started.
they were best
Yeah.
friends, man. They were
Nah,
like,
they
nah,
were-
they were
Nah,
banging. Can we
Yeah.
curse in this?
Yeah, he was
I said
really
banging
mad at
all.
Pac.
Yeah, she's still
I
on
said
it.
banging all like.
Yeah.
Banging.
So Greg Durant, man. So, have you had a part in your comedy career so far where you were like kind of nervous to take the next step or to go to a part where you're unfamiliar with?
Yeah, like right now, this is like the highest point of my comedy career because I've been going on the road with everybody now, and it's always scary. Like, I'm only like maybe 3.5 years in, and
Oh yeah.
Newbie.
yeah, man, and like, and it's so great that everybody's so welcoming. Like Mario, man, he's welcoming me so fast. Like actually, he's like one of the reasons why I'm in comedy right now, because he actually performed in San Angelo at the Bureau Guard. And I remember seeing him, and one of his jokes was all like, "Where's my chop?" Remember that one?
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, dude, I was like so intimidated by him. Like when I first saw him, like I couldn't even go up to him and say, "Hey, good show, man." But like now I'm hanging out with him, and it's awesome. Like
I'm
really
going on the
glad.
road tomorrow.
Yeah, we're on the road. He's out anymore.
You're gonna do a private party. It's your first private party, huh, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love. Have you done a private party, Adrian? They're fun.
I don't know if I was like the border patrol doesn't count as a private party, but I mean, it
No,
was
it
like
kind
a little private
of. That was a corporate event. I think that was yeah. They're kind of the same thing, but just one has a lot more money than the other one.
Yeah, there you go.
But private parties are so much fun because you're doing it at somebody's backyard, and the tias are there, the abuelitas there.
Yeah.
It's a lot of food to go. I will, no matter how big I get in my career, I will always do private parties for the sake of the free Carnegie Sada plate that I get to take home, bro. I don't know what it is about Mexican and private parties, but they love Carnegie Sada with potato salad,
Oh man, hell yeah,
one
that
one
sounds
piece
good.
of bread, jalapeno.
Sounds good.
That's put that in my rider, baby. Yeah, private parties for life, bro.
Man, for real.
Somebody said hi to CBD. Shout out to my girlfriend. She's watching right now. Hi, baby. Charles went live too.
Yeah.
I did, man.
That was funny, man. I told that lady that was recording the whole show. She's like, she's on Facebook Live with one viewer, and it's her. She's
What's
watching
her boyfriend telling her, bitch, you better come home.
Oh, man.
For real.
But she friends of the owner, so we can't really say too much about her. That's why she was acting like that in the show. She felt she felt like she could just get away with it. You
No,
know?
you're talking about a different lady, bro.
Not the heckler lady?
No,
Oh,
you're
you
talking about the lady
somebody
on
else?
the phone. I'm talking about the lady that was recording me, but she was recording me for a little bit.
Oh, I didn't.
No, you're
see
talking
that.
about
Was it
the
birthday
lady.
lady?
Yeah, I didn't see
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, that's why everybody got mad when you just said that. When you called her the B word right now. Everybody turned around like,
For
"What you
real?
talking-"
Yeah, bro. I'm feeling down here, y'all. I didn't know that. Oh, they drunk. They ain't worried about me.
But yeah, there was a lady that answered.
I'll be gone.
There was a lady that answered her phone. That's happened to me before, but I've never had somebody stay on the phone as long as she did. This
In the
lady,
middle of a comedy
Yeah.
she
show.
stayed on the phone while Charles was on.
Yeah.
Charles just told her shit, and it sucked because he had like your time was up, and you were trying to do your last joke,
I was,
but then
bro.
you spent like a few minutes on her, just telling her like, what are you doing? You're not supposed to be on the phone, and then I go up,
story.
and she was still on her phone, bro. She stayed on her phone for another 5-10 minutes while I was.
True story.
And she was like, here, talk to him.
And then, yeah.
My man.
Yeah,
Like,
she
no
told me
what?
to talk to her man, and he told me, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna drive out of there and kill you. You can't do that in 2023.
I don't think you can do that. Like, yeah, you couldn't. Belo chupas.
Yeah, for real.
Shout out to Mello, man.
Shout out to Lil Mello.
I'm live on Facebook and I'm
Is
live
Mello
on
one
YouTube.
of the viewers?
Oh, also shout
Nah,
out.
Mello's not one of the viewers
I'm
right
mad
now,
at
'cause
you
Me-
that you
I'm-
got more viewers on your live than me. My mama ain't even on my shit.
Shout out to Wireless for
You got one
for
person.
getting
They gone. They
that
logged
one
out.
person, bro. Who is it?
Shout out to
I got one
Class
person
Act for
and they
letting us
logged
do
out.
this podcast.
Yeah, shout out to Class Act, man. There's a very
Yeah.
classy acting venue.
You know, okay, so like I have this thing with
Act,
mirrors
class act.
where like mirrors freak me out or whatever. So like if I look at them too long, like I start like killing myself. I like watching scary movies and scary like videos. And so like there's this one video that I seen. It's kind of like an old school video. And there's like this little girl. She's looking into a mirror and she turns around to look at her mom and like the reflection doesn't turn with her. Like the reflection's like staring at her.
Yeah.
And it like gives me the shitties, and so I always think like I'll be washing my hands in the mirror or like in the bathroom or whatever, and then I'll be like, what if my reflection is looking at me? What if I look up and I see, you know, something that I'm not supposed to be
I
seeing?
know.
It gives me like the creeps, and then like I came in here the very first time, and I was like, there's mirrors everywhere.
You know what
Y'all
really
there
gives you
is-
the shitty is birria tacos.
So, you know what I heard the other day? I heard that like the Candyman myth or whatever, like you gotta say it 13 times, not just 3, not 5.
Oh man, I don't want to say it.
If you
anytime.
say it 13
I,
times, you're gonna get
when,
pregnant.
when I was
the daddy gonna leave.
when I was
and come
a
back.
kid, I used to love horror movies, man. But as an adult, I just can't. I'm too much of a wuss nowadays, bro. Me and my girl, we went to go see Scream, the new Scream, bro. And I was scared.
I don't know if I'm scared, but I
was
enjoyed
scared.
it.
Yeah, it was actually pretty. It was pretty good.
You did a good
It
job
was
with
actually
that.
pretty good, man.
What else, man?
You can take over.
Charles, how
Oh,
tipsy are you,
alright.
Take
bro?
over.
Very tipsy.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Let's do Doug Lips
Drinking
together.
all that.
oh,
Put me in it, big dog.
yeah.
So Charles decided to do a photo session in the middle of a
It's not a photo
podcast,
session. I'm on
bro.
live, bro.
Live.
It's live. We live.
We live.
We
doing a
live.
podcast. All right. So we did that question. So I'm gonna do one more question, and then we'll kind of wrap it up, just so we can get out of their way here. And so what is your worst bomb that you've had so far?
My-
Worst
Greg, what-
one.
what-
Ooh, this is a good one. I like this
My
one.
worst bomb
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah,
I
you
like
know,
this
your,
question.
like the worst bombing moment that you had, or worst show that you had, where you were like, dang, I really tanked it.
I
Man,
love this question.
man, like way in the beginning, yeah. Like they were all like that. There's way too many. There's way too many to freaking think about. I don't have a favorite one, you know. So-
Yeah,
you know,
there's
one that's
no
like
favorite
seared into your
bomb.
mind.
I remember one time I tried telling a 9/11 joke, man, and it was in a crowd that they're like, oh no, they booed me, man, they got me.
Oh.
The joke was like
Did they actually boo you? Like they're like,
a
boo.
little bit, because there was like
Never forget.
There was a few military people in there that were like, no, don't ever say that joke again.
Ooh.
Because I just talk about like how my favorite holiday is actually it's National Jenga Day. Yeah.
What's National Jenga Day?
Yeah.
Like the game?
Yeah, for the game. Yeah.
Okay.
and it falls on 9/11 actually. Like, I don't think anybody knew that, but
Oh,
maybe.
is that for real? Are you being serious? Is that a joke?
Bro, you made a 9/11 joke
Yeah, I made a 9/11
and
joke.
expected to survive your set.
Was it in 20?
I was like, go hard or go home. That's about it, you know.
Damn. Yeah.
My hard bomb is I was new-ish, and I was asked to perform at a church in Coahoma, which is just outside of Big Spring. And they said, Adrian, they're like, do you think you can come in and do some 10 minutes or something? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, how much do we owe you? And I was like, no, you have to pay me anything. I mean, I'm still, learning.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, like, it's your art. What do we want to pay you? And I was like, and so I threw something that I thought they thought would be high. And I was like, $50. And they're like, okay. And I was like, oh, okay. And I threw 50 out there, so they'd be like, okay, well, we'll just take it for free. But they're like, no, we're gonna give you $50. And I was like, okay. And so I went out there, and they had this, I don't even know what it was. It was some kind of family lunch thing where people came, and it was like a potluck type of thing. And so they're like, Adrian, you can sit at our table. And I was like, hi, I'm Pastor so-and-so. And so he introduced himself. And I was like, oh, okay. And then they start, asking me questions, me and my husband.
Yo.
And we finally get ready to go. I get up there to go do my comedy stuff, and I started in the wrong order. So they were like, well, first they go, Adrian, tell us about yourself, and then you can kind of do your jokes. And so the part that I would end with is me talking about being married or whatever. And so I was like, yeah, I can start with that. And then it threw me off. And so I was like, I went blank, and I was trying to make up stuff as I went along. And they were doing the polite laughs. And it was like, and I felt like that's been the worst burn ever. It's like they're laughing to be polite. They're like, and then they're like, this is a little pity clap. Oh, she tried.
Damn.
And then they come up to me afterwards, and they're like, hey, they're like, you did really good. What's it feel trying?
Oh, that's. I love when
And then
people
they give
tell
me
that
this-
to people that have just bombed.
They give me $50, and I was like,
Like it's gonna make it worse. I mean,
it
make it
made
better.
It worse. It just,
Yeah, it just always makes it worse.
Oh,
Like,
man.
oh,
And
it
so-
takes a lot of guts to go up there.
My husband they're like, I could never
Yeah.
do what you just did.
That's when you know you suck, when they say that. When they tell you how hard comedy is, that's when you know you suck.
And they're like, it
man.
was a hard sell. Good for you. Good for you for getting up there.
It takes a lot of bravery to suffer the way you just did.
So whenever I started the set, my husband was there at the back of the room, and he saw it tanking, and he's like, I'm gonna wait for this.
You went and got in the trunk of the car.
He was just like, you should have done new stuff. You should have just stuck to the script.
Yo,
Shout out to Adrian's husband, man.
Shout out, John.
The MVP last night, man. He drove all the way back to the Airbnb and then all the way back home, man. So thank you for us.
Yep. Thank you.
Must have been.
let me
What's
ask
the
y'all
worst?
this.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no. I was gonna say the worst bomb that I ever saw, or the worst bomb I ever did.
Ever did.
The worst bomb I ever did. I was also kind of new, and they hired me for a Dillard's company party. Well, this lady recommended me, and thinking that I could you'll do fine. I was super dirty when I first started, man. I think a lot of people, I was so nasty. And I think a lot of comedians are, but they kind of find their voice and start kind of but I was still super dirty. And as soon as I get there, man, they wanted me to be clean. That's the first thing they tell me. And I had never known how to do clean. Nobody told me. I didn't. So I go up there. I do good for 2 minutes, and then I just start bombing, bro. And then I resort. Oh, and then they tell me that the manager is gay. Like if I was just gonna attack him. This was 2008. 2008.
That's when we first met.
And they're like, oh, so the manager's gay, so don't say any jokes about him. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So I'm there bombing, bro, and I just start I just start doing gay jokes to this dude, bro. I just get nervous and start doing gay jokes and they start booing me, bro. Like get this freaking bigot off the stomach.
Nigga, how much more beer is
Oh
left
my
in
God.
the
So
can?
much beer already. He's falling over like
I
4
know,
times.
man. I'm just gonna get off the YouTube.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's YouTube Live.
yes, later YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
You waste all my beer.